Today we're taking a look at the things that are getting better in FC26 career mode. We'll be comparing FC26 career mode to FC25 career mode, and it's pretty exciting this year because there's a lot of things that will be better. Today we'll go over some of them. We are so close to 300,000 subscribers, 7,207 to go. Tell your friends to subscribe and make sure you leave a like because it always helps the videos. In FC25, EA brought in the new live start points feature, which is a good feature to have in career mode, but one of the complaints was that this feature did not cover enough leagues in the game. If you wanted to play in the A-League, you could not use live star points. If you wanted to play in the Saudi League, you could not use live star points. Basically, it only covered England, France, Germany, Italy, Portugal, Scotland, and also Spain. Live star points did not cover any other leagues here, but this live star points feature is getting much better in FC26. EA has confirmed that 20 plus leagues are now going to be available in live starting points. It says, in keeping with our continued commitment to authenticity, we've also expanded the number of leagues in live starting points to over 20, providing many more opportunities for you to jump in at any point in the season. Now, EA did not provide a list of all the 20 plus leagues for live start points, so we'll have to wait and see which leagues are included, but it does sound good. Board objectives have frustrated a lot of career mode players over the years, but in FC26 they will be getting better. In FC25, when you take a look at your board expectations and objectives, some will be short term, some will be long term, some will be primary objectives, and some will be secondary objectives. A lot of the secondary objectives were pretty frustrating, and to be honest, I didn't even pay attention to board objectives. But in FC26, this is how it's getting better. EA has confirmed board objectives cleanup and manager sacking logic tweaks. It says, we see that some of our secondary board objectives have caused some frustration in recent years, so we decided to clean them up and keep focus on the primary ones. We also revamped the board objective screen accordingly. So you can see here, the objectives in FC26 are much more cleaner, and there's only 3 to focus on. It tells you your job security, and at the moment it's safe for Guardiola, and short-term objectives include win the Premier League, win the FA Cup, and also win the Champions League. They're all very high objectives, but you can see that they've gotten rid of those annoying secondary objectives, so hopefully this change makes a lot of career mode players happy. In old FIFA games, you could use retro kits in career mode, but now they're bringing it back for FC26. Retro kits are going to be rewards that you can get by completing live challenges. So you can see in this example, if you do the transfer improvements challenge, you can get a Napoli retro kit as a reward, and you could use that kit when you manage Napoli in the game after in career mode. There's also going to be other retro kits belonging to other clubs as well. You can see PSG's one. There's also national team retro kits as well. So obviously retro kits are better in FC26 career mode because they didn't even exist in FC25 career mode. In FC25 career mode, when you played the youth tournament matches, you could not make substitutions while playing the game. There's no option to do that in the gameplay menu. You can also see that you play these youth matches at a training ground pitch. It's not in a stadium, but this will be getting better in FC26. FC26 will now let you do substitutions in youth tournaments. That will let you adjust if the game is not going the way you want, but also it's going to let you develop your youth players better. Subbing players during youth tournaments can provide that match experience, and how well they play can provide the form they need to accelerate their development. Making substitutions are a powerful tool for your youth team. So there's 4 subs and 3 windows, and you can just basically do normal substitutions now in youth tournament matches. Now, we spoke about how youth matches were played on a training pitch. That's going to be changing in FC26 career mode as well. It's getting better because EA has improved the youth tournament stadiums. There's going to be 2 new youth stadiums, a basic one and a top one. Bigger clubs are going to have the top stadium because they can afford to invest more in their youth facilities. Any club that's worth more than 500 million and 4.5 to 5 stars counts as a big club and will play their youth matches in the upgraded facilities. Moreover, even the smallest club can grow to be the biggest in the world, so any club that grows to that club worth and rating requirement at the beginning of a season can become a big club and use the top stadium. This is what the top stadium looks like. When you're managing a big club like Man City, you'll see this kind of stadium in youth matches. I do like the design. I like how there's empty seats, and I also like how they didn't make it a massive stadium where there's like 50,000 seats. They have to keep it realistic. But yeah, I think this looks fine. It's much better than what we have already. I still want to know what kind of youth stadiums the smaller clubs get. I haven't seen anything yet about that. In FC25, EA let us use icons in career mode, but there was a catch. You could only use icons in player career mode. You could not use these icons in manager career mode. You couldn't make them a manager even if you retired them in player career mode. And you couldn't even put icons in teams in manager career mode. So that was a bit disappointing, but I did say that FC26 would bring icons into manager career mode, and it happened. This is making the icons in career mode feature so much better now. You have to unlock icons and heroes by progressing through the season pass. it might be worth pre-ordering the game because they do give you 3 icon players for career mode as a pre-order bonus. And this is what your game could look like if you play enough of career mode and you unlock a lot of them through the season pass. You select the ones you want. You can select multiple players, not just one. And then you click on the advance button and then you can just select the club that you want to put all these icons into. So for this example, it would be Real Madrid. You can mix icons and heroes with the players that are at the club at the moment in real life. So you could have this fantasy Real Madrid squad where there's Brazilian Ronaldo, Beckham, Zidane, Gareth Bale, and a few other icons and heroes there, mixed in with players like Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Rodrigo. That would be an insane team to use in career mode. In FC25 career mode, when a player's contract is expiring, you might see very persistent renew contract tasks, notifications or emails telling you that the contracts are expiring, you need to renew them. But these could be for players that you have no intention of keeping. For example, you might have this guy here. You're not going to keep him, but you still get those annoying notifications saying that you need to renew their contract, and there's no way to turn these notifications off. This system is going to get better in FC26. EA says that there's a new Squad Hub option called Dismiss Contract Renewal Tasks. They said to reduce frustration with persistent renew contract tasks, we've added a new option in the Squad Hub, Dismiss Contract Renewal. Now you can remove contract renewal tasks for players you don't intend to keep, helping you maintain a cleaner and more manageable task list in career mode. So that's what it looks like in FC26 career mode. You just go to the Squad Hub, click on the player, and there's an option under the contract section that says dismiss renewal. So if there's a player that you have no intention of keeping, you click on that and you won't get any notifications or tasks regarding their contract renewal. National team football is getting a little bit better in FC26 career mode. As you know, currently in FC25 career mode, we have the training plan feature, and this is where you have to balance player fitness and sharpness. You can apply training plans to a group or individual players, and this feature works for the club teams in the game. But if you go to international management, this training plans feature is not available. That's going to be changing in FC26 career mode. EA confirms that sharpness, energy, and training plans are coming for national teams. Now when players join up for national duty, you'll need to actively manage their training plans to strike the right balance between sharpness and energy. Sharpness directly impacts the tactical vision attribute boost your players receive. Achieving high sharpness can unlock significant attribute bonuses, making careful management more important than ever. This update ensures that international fixtures are not just about squad selection, but also about preparing your team to perform at their peak. Plan your training carefully to maximize your squad's potential and gain a crucial edge in the pursuit of international glory. This is what it looks like in FC26. So you'll have the same menu, but this time it's for your national team players. So for each player in the team, you can set a training plan which affects their energy and sharpness. You can apply it to a specific group or just do it for individual players. So it does make international football management a little bit better in career mode, because before it was just basically choosing a team, playing the matches, and that's it. Thank you to my channel members, Chris, Callum, Wing, Hugo, and Christian. If you want your name here, check out the link in the description. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like for me and make sure you subscribe to get more FC videos.